Hello, I'm the Venerable Rosalyn Kantlaht'ant Elm. I'm the Director of Indigenous Ministries for the Anglican Church of Canada. Well, there's no exact how and there's no exact whom. Land was grabbed over time, over the last 400 years. In the early days of settler, we all lived together, we all worked together, we all shared the land together, and we all intermingled. Not to say that that was perfect, but in the beginnings of the creation of Canada as a government, they went in to create the Civilization Act and the Indian Act, which basically allowed anyone, the government mainly, to slowly encroach on lands and gather our people up to put them on the unnatural reserve where we're fenced in. Some of those reserves are not even our territories, not even ways where we are known, where our lands are known to us as our language or our medicines or our rituals or our ceremonies. So it took time, and it wasn't by any one person, but it was a solo sweeping project by the Canadian Commonwealth. 0.05% of that land is that we can occupy. The rest of the land is up in question with numbered treaties. There is unceded territory, but even that is under question by companies that come in to mine, to do forestry, to do oil and gas extraction. But we occupy a very small percentage of that land, and the rest again is always under dispute. What happened is that the church became an agent of the government to slowly civilize the Indigenous child, to take the Indian out of the child, as Sir John A. Macdonald has said, to create another kind of human being, as they wanted, a civilized human being. The churches took over from the government to do that, and vice versa. It happened many ways, and again, a really slow process from east to west. But it took time, and the churches were complicit in this genocide, this legislative genocide. The Anglican Church in Canada, of course, has made restitution for that. The Church of England has not, in terms of making any kind of significant movement towards truth and reconciliation to its church in Canada. And there's many reasons for that. It just means that we have to come together as the Anglican Church of Canada, the church around the world, to really discuss Indigenous land issues, Indigenous cultural issues, and how the church was complicit in that one overarching doctrine of discovery that basically meant that our peoples of the lands were soulless, were part of the flora and fauna of those locations and those places and those territories. That has to change. Well, first of all, I think as part of the Anglican Church, it's really hard to deliver these hard facts, right? And it's hard to deliver these in a very short period of time because there's so much nuance to it. So that's difficult. But at the same time, you can't have Easter without Good Friday, right? So you have to hear those in its entirety, and I think that we don't want to hear. We want to skip straight over to past Holy Saturday, past that dirty ledge where Christ lay, and go right into Easter. This is what we have been taught to do. We don't want to hear those difficult stories. We don't want to hear the difficult social fact of colonization and the church's complicitness in it. It's hard to hear, and I get it. It's hard to tell. But I think what happens when we do hear it, we get a sense of coming together. We get a sense of lamentation. We get a sense of prayer. We get a sense of who we are as creatures, not as what we own.